so let's begin. All right. What I didn't do when I put these on, I didn't finish numbering them. So we'll make this one, that's around 45-ish, right? So I'll say this one is going to be 40 to 50. Is that okay? Yes? Yes? And then it's 45, so then it's going to be, let's say, it's going to be what? 45 to 46. Yes? And then what's the last one? It's going to be what? What's the last one going to be? So it's 40, this says it's 45.55, right? Right? Is that what that says? 45.55? So what would I put the next one? Shall we just do those three? Yeah, you know what? Let's do just those three. Otherwise it'll get a little crazy. Okay, I don't want to focus on reading the scale. I want to focus the question on the precision. Understood? So, could we read, and I'll repeat for the camera what I said before? Who was saying that? Yes, Mohammed?
Which scale?
Which scale?
A or B.
A or B or C? Which scale? A, B, or C? Which scale? A, B, or C? Why don't you know what? Why don't you come up here? You don't have to be on camera. Just stand right here and read it. Okay? Where are you from, Mohammed?
I'm from the UAE.
He is from the great country, the UAE. You can stand right here. You don't have to come on camera. And he's from the UAE, and he's going to stand right, he's going to put it right there, and you're going to speak loudly, and he's going to read the question. Or, yeah, it's a question, right? Okay, carry on.
Which scale, A or B or C, will be able to measure the closeness among data points to the smallest degree?
Okay, so which scale, A, B, or C, will be able to measure the closeness among the data points? What did I say?
To the smallest degree.
To the smallest degree. Right? Which scale? I have two data points in each one. Which one's going to be able to measure the closeness between those two data points to the smallest degree? Okay? So let's write the answers to each. Let's read the scale. So this one's going to be what? What's that reading going to be?
45.
Shall we do the uncertainty, the precision first?
Yeah.
You want to do that? Why is that a good idea? Because then you know how to read it.
Yeah.
It helps, right? So what's the precision going to be here? What's it going to be? Ones place, right? Right? Hundreds, 0, 100, 200, 300, right? Then two less, 100, 1,000, wrong way, good. 100, tens, ones, right? And then this is going to be tenths, hundredths, right? Okay? So this is going to be to ones place, so this will be what?
45.
45, and this will be 80. Now we didn't do this yesterday, but if you have this situation where you have a 0 which has a function and it's in ones place, yes? And that 0 is the estimated place value, there's not going to be anything to the right of it, is it? Because you have to read it to ones place, right? Yes? So if the precision is ones place, and there's a 0 in the ones place, and it's of course it's the estimated place value, and it has a function, and there's nothing to the right of it, in that situation, how do you identify it as significant? What does the world agree upon? You don't put a bar over it, you write in a decimal point. I know it's weird. I know. It's weird. You know? I'm not even sure it's SI, but that's the agreement that I know of. Okay? Yes? So what would this be then? 44.5. And what's this? What is it?
48.
No. What would it be?
48.0.
48.0. This one here?
Yeah.
Is that right? Excellent. 48.0. Okay. Yes? You okay with that? It's not 80. Yes? What's this one going to be?
45.40.
This will be what?
45.46.
You want to say 4.6? I like that. I like that. I like that though. I like that. He wants to say 4.6 instead of 4.5. So like a Jordanian thing, I like that. Very exact. God bless Jordan. Excellent. I like that. I want to go to Petra. Is that a nice place? Is it beautiful? Yeah. Is it as cool as it looks on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? No. I mean, I can't go in and choose wisely. Okay, fine. All right. I still want to go. Okay. So this one is what?
45.80.
Okay? Yes? All right, now. Which one is going to be able to, which one's going to be able to do what? Muhammad? Read it again for us, and I'll repeat it.
Which scale?
Which scale,
A or B or C
A, B, or C,
will be able to measure
the closeness
among data
among data points
to the smallest degree.
to the smallest degree. Now, I'm going to tell you what's a little confusing, but I kind of purposely did it this way. You have to take, in other words, if I'm going to use scale B to measure the quantity of, let's say, 48.0 milliliters of water, and I do that a bunch of times, I'm coming up with data points like 48.0, 48.1, 48.2, 47.9, 47.8, right? Clear? Yes? This one, I'm saying 80.0, 80 point, I'm sorry, no, not 80.0, sorry. I'm saying 80, 79, 81, 78, 82. Over here, I'm saying, let's do this one, I'm saying 45.45, 45.44, 45.46. Yes? Do you understand what I'm doing? I'm purposely doing it this way because I want to show you measuring and reading a scale, finding the precision, but then we're going to look at one more thing, and that is, well, if I take data from one of the scales, which one, A, B, or C, is more likely to have agreement among the data points? That's the smallest difference among them. Anybody have an answer yet, or what do we think? I don't want to go to Mr. Jordan. You're answering every question. That's you and Mr. Belgium. Okay? Belgium and Jordan are on the board. Okay? We are literally qualifying for the World Cup in here, the World Cup of Chemistry. Excellent. I think the UAE is on the board too. I like that. He must have read that 5 times. When I asked him to read it the last time, you want to see annoyed. I don't blame you. Who thought you'd have to read it so many times, right? So, what do we got? Anybody have an answer? Yes? Mr. New Guy? No answer? Hey, you can try. Angola's got to get on the board. What do we got? Anybody? I know, Mr. Jordan is chafing at the bit. He's at the starting gate. He's waiting for the alarm. The gate to open. What do we got?
I think it's C.
C. How many people think it's C intuitively? Raise your hand. Yeah, and you're right. So this, you're going to get agreement, a closer agreement among data points, because what's the agreement? Within what? What's the agreement within what? And how do you know that? Do you have to use the instrument to take data to know which one's more precise? Do you? Do you? Do you? What do you have to do? Which one's going to have, which one do you think is going to have the least difference between any two bits of data or among all of the data? C, and why?
Because it has the smallest scale.
Yeah, it has the smallest, it has the smallest difference, right? So this is going to be 0.01, 0.01, right? Yes? This is 0.02, all right, fair enough. 0.02, 0.03, 0.04 maybe, 0.05, right? 0.06, yes? Yes? This will be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, but 10th place, 100th place. This one will be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's a lot, isn't it, compared to this? Well, how do you know? How do you know what the difference among the data is going to be? How do you know? How do you know? They're not here. They're somewhere. I hope they're safe, but they're not here. Someone was doing astral projection and I almost stepped on them in the hallway like a bug. Their mind was floating around near the floor and it was like, I hope they're safe. I hope they're safe. Is anybody here? Anybody's mind here? Kennedy, yes. My favorite 12th grader. Excellent child. Yes. By looking at the uncertainty, by looking at the precision. Right? So which one is the most precise? The one with the most number of decimal places. No, it has nothing to do with significant figures. It has nothing to do with significant figures. Weird, I know. So, we're going to end in 4 minutes. Let's make a rule. Are you ready? Write this down. Write this down. The relationship between precision and the number of decimal places is a direct linear function. The greater number of decimal places, the greater the precision. Yes. I have no idea what I just said, but I'll try. I just make this stuff up as I go along. This is absolutely completely false anyway, so who cares? No, I'm kidding. Okay. The precision is a direct linear function, or I said the relationship between precision and the number of decimal places is a direct linear function. The more the number of decimal places, the greater the precision. But be careful. What are the decimal places here? What are the decimal places here? I want to know all the decimal places used here. Anybody? What are the decimal places used here? Do you know what a decimal place is? What's a decimal place?
Tens.
No. Oh, you're thinking decimal places is after the decimal point. No. Decimal place is any place value used. So this is what? Tens. This is a tenth of tens. Decimal means what? Deci, 1/10. Deci, 1/10. Deci, 1/10. Right? Yes? Deci, 1/10. Yes? So this is hundreds. This is 1/10 of hundreds. I'm sorry, this is tens. This is 1/10 of tens, which is ones. This is 1/10 of ones, which is tenth. They're all decimal places. Yes? Yes? So which one has the greater number of decimal places? Okay? But what we do, so I don't want to mislead you. Okay? Yes? So, you get it? So which one has the greater number of decimal places? C, right? Yes? See, now, what I'm going to do this weekend, I'm going to make another video. There actually may be one already on there. Remember, you go to the end of the list, and the oldest, very oldest video, the very oldest video is what is most relevant. Yes? So you can go on and toggle oldest to newest if you want to look at the other ones, because they're all significant. No pun intended. Okay? Is there anybody that is a little weird with this? It's going to take practice. And now, what's the point of all this? Well, we're going to work on that next week. What is the point of this? And we're going to do a lab next week. It's not going to be safe. It's not going to be a problem with safety. We're just doing beans. We're excuse me. We're measuring the thickness of beans. I know, but it's fun. Okay? Hey, be careful out there. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Okay? Be careful out there. Come back healthy. Come back as wonderful as you are. Mr. Jordan, nice job today. Great dad. Great dad, man. I'm telling you. Excellent. All right, your homework is to give him a hug tonight. Okay? Be nice to your dad. Okay? Excellent. Everybody, have a great weekend.